Welcome to our SmackDown reviews, and let's get into it. Well, obviously, we have Naomi versus Chelsea Green. Okay, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Split leg drop into the roll up to Chelsea Green to pick up the victory. That was it. I know Piper and Bailey were arguing and stuff on the outside and stuff like that, but I don't fucking give a shit because that wasn't like that memorable to me, I guess. Yeah. Now, obviously, in theory, Grayson Waller, obviously, the Grayson Waller effect of Scotland on SmackDown. And then, Johnny Gargano's like, at least, we're getting a shot at the tag team championships. But yeah, Grayson Waller's using him. Grayson Waller just punches, Johnny Gargano gets him in the corner, and then basically Tommaso Ciampa was punching Grayson Waller, which in theory, punches Tommaso Ciampa, gets his head off the table, and he gets double kneed by, Johnny Gargano does a jumping knee to Theory, and then Tommaso Ciampa does a running knee to Theory to pick up nothing. That's just like the attack. Tommaso Ciampa standing there like this, and then, Johnny Gargano was just like, it's like, but yeah, and then we move on to our next clip, which is backstage. We had a Theory and Waller, talking backstage, and then it got interrupted by Bailey and Naomi. And it had this Uncle Howdy Bray Wyatt / code something, and they had like a hawk on it or something like that, which is really weird. And then, Bailey and Naomi get interrupted by Black Moon or whatever her name is. She's like, I feel the glow. And then, leading up to this, I'm bored. This is boring. And then out of nowhere, after Bailey and Naomi hug, Chelsea Green's like, those diamonds are going to be ours tomorrow. And then, Piper Niven runs right into Bailey and Naomi like crazy. And then basically, she holds the women's championship up. I don't know how she does it. And then the ref's like, official's like, save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. So, yeah, then we have Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. And AJ Styles is like, you quit WWE, you quit here, you quit New Japan, you quit this other wrestling company, I don't know what he said. It's like indie company or something, and then you quit here. And then he's like, face it, Cody. Then you even quit your own company. So, I'm going to say this. And then Cody's like, I have the North Star of the WWE right on my shoulders. And tomorrow, at Clash of the Castle, am going to win the Undisputed Champion. I'm going to retain my Undisputed Championship, and I'm gonna make you say, I quit. And then, otherwise, and AJ Styles is like, yeah, if my life depends on it, I have to make you say I quit. You damn right I'm gonna make you say I quit too. Or something like that. We had Santos Escobar versus Apollo Crews. And then, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin interferes in this match, punches Angel. Clotheslines Angel or gets in the barricade or something. Then punches Berto. Then he clotheslines Berto. Does that. Basically really good. And stuff. Yeah, then Apollo Crews basically, then he does the pop-up Death Valley driver to Santos, and then and then Electra Lopez, gets Apollo Crews off the top. Santos just rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. That was it. The winner is none other than Santos Escobar. Then we move on to Carmelo Hayes maybe qualifying for the Money in the Bank in Toronto, Canada. Which, then he said Puerto Rico's better than Scotland. Are you insane? I want to talk to you. Are you insane? I think you need help. Yeah, you definitely need help. Yeah, you definitely need help. But, he's like, and then he's like, LA Knight came all the way to Puerto Rico just to go to Logan Paul's house and go in his pool. Listen. And he's like, I want a match in Chicago. Come on. You know what I want? And he's like, come on. So, I'm going to make my own shot at Money in the Bank. And I'm going to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And I'm going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Climb up that ladder. Grab the briefcase. I'm going to become Mellow in the Bank. Drops the microphone or something. Yeah, and then there's Street Profits and B-Fab. Didn't even to say a word until the bloodline came. Tama Tonga, Tongaloa come in, and they're like punching on Montez and Angelo Dawkins, and they're just stomping on him, choking on him. Tongaloa's punching Angelo Dawkins, getting him in the wall, punching Angelo Dawkins, stomping on him. Tama Tonga's dealing with Montez, punching on him, stomping on him. And then I guess Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis is like, Solo, deal with your bloodline. And the Solo's just like standing there. And then Kevin Owens tries to attack Solo, but then, security's holding him off, but he still wants to attack Solo backstage. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, and then we move on to Nia Jax colliding with Michin and just beating her ass. But anyways, Michin, is Michin, and she just suicide dives into Queen Nia Jax. Queen Nia Jax, you didn't fool me there. So, dives on Queen Nia, and then Queen Nia Jax, rolls in the ring. I mean, she gets Nia Jax in the ring, actually. And she kicks her, punches her, whatever, and she gets Nia into the post, and then Tiffany Stratton was the guest commentator in that match, until it got interrupted by Michin, because, she spilled water on Michin just like Nia Jax did to her last week on SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton did that this time, but then Michin's like, you bitch, and she just fucking goes rampage and basically gets Tiffany Stratton over the announce desk. And then as she gets in the ring, Nia Jax just then does this elbow drop, and then she does the Annihilator to Michin. Basically a bonsai drop is 1, 2, 3. The winner is Queen Nia Jax. And we move on to LA Knight, yeah. Before we move on to LA Knight, yeah, we should say Logan Paul lost the whatever tournament was, gaming tournament, whatever, by a 14-year-old. He lost to a 14-year-old, a 30-something-year-old, 20-something-year-old lost to a 30-something-year-old. I don't know how with that gaming experience, but then Logan Paul's like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I do best and beat your favorite WWE superstars. He gets in his house, and, LA, he's like, your friend LA is here. And Logan Paul's like, my friend LA is here. I don't have a friend named LA. Oh, no, he didn't. He's at my house. No, he didn't. Yeah, this is not cool, man. This is not cool. I need you to get out of my pool. Security, can you get him out of here and tell Triple H that he's fired, by the way? You get out of my pool. And LA Knight picks up the phone and he's like, yeah. So, stuff like that, and then he's like, Logan, I got a trick for you, or something. I'll see you in Chicago. And Logan's like, yeah, I'll see you in Chicago. And LA Knight's like, And also, make sure to bring that U.S. title with you. Logan just looks over there and he's like, pointing at us and stuff. But yeah. Yeet. I don't know why I did the yeet, but okay. But yeah. And then we move on to our next clip, which is Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. You know, basically saying, you know, we're in our hometown, Scotland. I need to do that. I'm tired. Like, we're in our hometown, Scotland. We're gonna win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships at Clash of the Castle. And this was Isla Dawn's face. And this was Alba Fire's face. But yeah, then we move on to, we're gonna skip the Randy Orton clip. We're just gonna go to our next clip. This is the best main event I've ever seen in my life, and I will freaking die for this main event. I will die. I died when this main event happened. Anyways, yeah, I did die when this main event happened, because Solo does not do one spinning solo. He has two spinning solos. The first one he did, Kevin Owens kicked out of, then he did another spinning solo to Kevin, and he still kicked out. Kevin did a Swanton bomb this Solo. Solo kicks out, he does another Swanton bomb. Solo just gets his knees out of the back of Kevin Owens. Then, Solo Sikoa is just Solo Sikoa. Does a Samoan drop to Kevin Owens. No, Kevin Owens did the stunner to Solo. He tried to do that all match and it didn't work, but then towards the end it did. There's a stunner to Solo. And I guess Solo, because Paul Heyman lifts up Solo's 300-pound leg and gets it on the fucking ropes. And then Kevin Owens, like choking Heyman on, like, the barricade area, gets the announce table thing off and gets Paul Heyman's head off the announce desk, but then Solo hits Kevin with a spike on the outside, gets him in the ring, just hits a real Samoan spike on Kevin Owens. Pick up the victory, 1, 2, 3, Solo Sikoa wins. But then Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa come in, and they're just stomping down on Kevin Owens and punching him, and then they get Kevin Owens, and they're trying to do the shield power, and, you know, Solo Umaga to Kevin Owens in the corner and stuff, you know, that button in the corner and stuff. But yeah, and then they try to get Kevin Owens for the shield power bomb, but then Randy Orton's music hits. Randy Orton's back finally. It's been like too long. It's been like a month. I missed Randy Orton. I didn't even realize he was gone until he came back. Because that's how good of a worker Randy Orton is. Comes back, punches Tongaloa, gets him into the barricade, and he gets Tama Tonga, slams him on the barricade. And then Solo, you know, punches Randy, gets him in the ring, and then he tries to do something. Then Randy, you know, does a vintage DDT to Solo, tries to do the RKO, but then doesn't. But then he, on Solo, but then he doesn't, because then he does an RKO to Tongaloa. And Solo gets out of harm's way while Randy's trying to grab him, and Randy tries to grab Tongaloa, but then Tonga grabs Tongaloa out of the ring. And yeah, that was that. And then we had our last backstage segment. Because we had, you know, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton agreeing that they're friends and stuff, and that Randy Orton will take out Bloodline in a bootleg, which is insane. And, you know, Kevin Owens is like, you know, maybe not saying anything to make you believe that we were friends, and Randy Orton did agree with that, you know, most of the time, you know, and stuff like that. But then Randy Orton, you know, basically said, you know, I take that back. We are friends and stuff. And then, you know, they shake hands, him and Kevin Owens. And then, you know, shakes hands with Kathy. But Kathy's like, are we friends? And then Randy's like, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. And, you know, Kevin Owens like, yeah, he's a little. And then Kathy's like, yeah, I saw his dog. And then Kevin's like, yeah, I did too. And yeah, that is your WWE SmackDown before Clash at the Castle, Scotland. You know, amazing SmackDown in Scotland, in Glasgow, Scotland. Before Clash at the Castle, amazing show from head to toe. But yeah, that was the craziest main event I've ever seen. But yeah, what do we say? Yeet.